Hi, welcome to Life Poet Society, USA Edition. I am Brandon Adam Haven, and I am here with the Stack himself, Mr. Big Stack, Matt Elmore.
Oh, all aboard, all aboard, crazy train.
This guy.
The train for the mentally insane. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I belong on it, so I'm down. Don't
I,
threaten me with a good time.
it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, Brandon.
Yeah, thanks. Steve finally let me out of jail, so I'm
Did
back.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you bad boy. Yeah, you was at a church. You were in like I don't know, a jail, a hospital. I don't know what the heck was going on. What was going on? Paddy wagon.
I was being bad. We'll just put it like that, and I was going in places I shouldn't have been. And yeah, Steve, of all people, though, he's in the UK. I don't even know how he got me popped, but he worked his magic. Before I knew it, I was in the
Cookies.
jail cell, and Bubba was trying to mean mug me.
You were taking good Bubba's cookies.
I stayed away from his cookies. You don't know where Bubba's cookies have been, okay? So you don't go
Enough,
near them.
enough said. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Uh, so thank you all for. Oh snap! Thank you everyone for joining. So, as promised, we are going to spotlight the selfless, the people that we appreciate that are going out of their way, just trying to create engagement, trying to support other artists. You people are truly the pillar of Invisible Poets,
Yeah,
and
yo,
I
you
adore you.
everybody that's the ones that are just commenting, the ones that are enjoying not only reading them but also connecting with the poets because that is what Invisible Poets is. It's not a poem dump. It's not somewhere to just dump your poems and think people are going to magically read them because it don't work like that. You got to branch out. You got to meet people when you go into a room. You talk to people, and that's how you make friends, and that's how we do it. That's how we roll. That's how we roll on Invisible
That's how we
Poets.
roll.
That's how we
Like,
roll on the Invisible Rain. Chips insane, got no brain.
words of wisdom from
Sorry,
this guy.
type for a second. Anyway,
You're okay.
so
You're okay.
yeah, so we're gonna read some poems, are we not? Shiznit?
Yes, we are. I am going to start us out if that's okay, good sir.
Yes, sir. By all means.
Okay. This one is by D.A. Simpson. Thank you, D.A. Simpson, for everything you do. I see you out there. I see you out there doing what you do. Thank you so much.
UDA, we see you. We see you.
We see you. But this one is called A Crescent Moon. As the darkness of night encroached upon the realm, a crescent moon, lamp of the hour of dreams and visions, embossed upon the heavenly canvas, enigmatic presence in the violet celestial expanse, reclined upon a blanket of midnight mist, veiled by a thin fog, hastened across the firmament by a breeze from the frozen north. The gilded arc languidly gilded through the cosmos, its destination to reach and destiny preordained to fulfill. The heavenly torch to surrender upon its demise to the monarch of day, arising anew from the netherworld unseen, a cosmic light through the days and years, ever to maintain until the close of age.
Wow. What a cool, ethereal, kind of transcendent vibe that has. Isn't that
I
just like,
love it.
yeah, on
Totally
the outside,
vivid.
love it. That's D.A. Simpson.
Yeah, D.A. Simpson. Thank you so much, D.A.
You're awesome. So we're going to keep rolling with the great commenters, the great commentary, just queen right here, Donna Smith. Donna, yes. Thank you so much for what you do, Donna. This is a poem called Swan Song. The courtship I'm witnessing before me is longing, loving, and pure, sweet seduction beguiling, deepest enchantment allure. The devotion between the twosome shows loyalty, trust abound as they gaze adoringly at each other. In silence, hushed, no sound. Paired with one another, now bonded, a lifetime committed together. The duo combined and united to each other now and forever, effortlessly gliding forward to each other now and forever. Picture, majestic, sublime. Moments lost in this vision before me, engrossed in these seconds of time. Slim, elegant, entwined necks, fitting together like a glove. From the symbol of a heart, the shape of pure, virtuous love. Their movement is exquisite. Now, watching in a trance as they glide side by side in unison, performing the ritual dance. Wings elongated, stretch out wide, displaying feathers of snow white. Two angels they seemed at first glance. 'Tis a truly wondrous sight. Swans. I believe that was from Natasha's picture prompt from last Thursday. She did some beautiful swans, and while you were reading your poem, I don't know if you saw, I was on the sly because I had some ducks over here. I was like all checking them out and stuff. So if you were wondering what that was, viewer, I wasn't losing my mind.
Not yet.
Well, I am wearing the crazy train hat, so I don't know. There's also Uno ant walking around on my phone. So if you see an ant's patoot, then you know what's going on.
Look at that. So speaking, is there any crazy announcements that came up today?
Whoa, yeah, matter of fact, there was. Guess what? Wheel Song 6 Anthology is taking submissions. Yes. Wheel Song's taking submissions. A funny, cool thing about Wheel Song books, it's published more than 50 books, Brandon, out of Wheel Song so far. And 10 of them were for charity with the anthologies, as you well know. And then I think that's like 2,305 poems, I believe, that Steve put in the blog about this. By 650 poets, dude. 650 poets. So check this out, 112 countries. Yeah, across
That
6
is
continents,
insane.
man. So, hey, donated 8,350, I think, pounds. I think that's what that is, quid. Um, yeah, dude, so just a little bit of a Wheel Song's making a difference. So we're continuing on with it, man. And Wheel Song Anthology 6 is coming up. So use your
Where can
talent.
people find information about this?
So there's a blog that Steve had written. It's a Wheel Song Books blogspot. You can go look up his name through a link, and I'm sure through Steve Wheeler, put in the little search bar, and you'll come across it. Not only that, but a number of moderators have been putting that link out there.
Yeah. But how
So
do
there's
people
three.
submit?
So you can just send 3 poems to wheelsong6@gmail.com. And the thing about it is there's just the criteria of 3 things. If just buy a book, that's all we ask. Buy a book, because this isn't about us or any individual one of us. Or this is about the kids that we're trying to help and save. Only 2/3 of the people that were published bought a book. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if you're gonna submit, please do buy a book. Please do. Let's make a difference together. That's the first one. Second one, make sure that your poetry is your own work. Please do that. Um, and it's not subject to any other publishing agreement or anything like that. And another thing is send in 3 poems. Make sure it's either plain text or Word file, no PDF if you can. And no poems and pictures. Provide a title. There is no theme. Use your real name, not a name de plume. And another thing is, just, I don't mean to go on and on, but if you can write a shorter poem, it's more likely to be published due to the space restraints and trying to get everybody the possibility to be published. So didn't mean to go on and on and on, but those are some.
Oh, you're thank you for this abundance of knowledge. And yes, please everyone, refer to Steve's blog. It'll touch on everything Matt said just a little more. You're about to
Would you?
pour that on yourself, crazy train.
Yeah, yeah. I drank 5 Dr. Peppers.
I'm drinking 5 Dr. Peppers today.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
So next up, I have one by Suzanne Newman.
Right
Thank
on.
you, Suzanne. I see you out there as well, commenting and trying to support people. Thank you so much. We adore you, Suzanne. This is called Disdain for the Darkness. To the darkness, I show you disdain for all the pain you've put me through. From grief's deep blue to depression's black hues, the devil's tricks, his lies and hits, the panic that numbs my fingertips, the battles raging in my head, the nightmares when I'm in my bed, low self esteem which makes me doubt, ADHD which wears me out. This sinful world with its cold, warped view, past regrets which bind me tight to you. You cannot hold me, for the Lord emboldens me, and he holds me now, and I'm promised heaven's crown. I'm wearing God's armor and a righteous gown. I only look up now, I won't look down.
Oh
And
yeah.
so I am able to rise above all your darkness, for I'm soaring high in his love and grace. I have faith I will finish life's race, and darkness will beat me or leave me seating in disgrace. So now I'm only looking back at you, darkness, with your shades of black, to say goodbye and hear you sigh when you realize we're no longer talking, for I'm a faithful pilgrim walking on the narrow road with my beloved Savior, the shepherd who protects me from darkness and danger.
Snippity snap. Snap,
Snippity snap.
snap attack.
That is amazing,
Snippity
Suzanne.
snap. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Especially the part about ADHD and having some limitations. There's a lot of us with limitations in this world, but you know what? Some of our disabilities can be gifts. They can be gifts if we look at it with the proper way and utilize them in a special way. Just saying. Just saying.
He's he's right. Speaking of gifts, is that where you got that hat?
Well, I earned this hat. Actually, I earned this hat. Yeah, there was a guy that straight up quit at work, and he threw it in my face, and he's like, "You can have it."
That's well earned.
The true story. You can have it, man. I'm done with this job, yo. I had it, man. You can have this stupid hat too. And I'm like, okay, that's actually I'm cool because I like hats. My
Hats are
girlfriend
great.
calls me a hatter.
There you go. It's
Yeah,
fitting. Yeah.
yeah, right, right. Do you like it? No, you don't like that.
I
I,
like it. I haven't seen you so long. I gotta throw some sort of feces at you. I'm sorry.
what are you, a monkey? Are you a monkey?
I'm a lot of things, good sir. All of them are wonderful.
You are a Renaissance man, man. You are a Renaissance man. So I'm gonna do one by Monty Baggins, Michelle, my belle. Uh, it's a great poem. Monty's been put out some great, great, great poems, and we really appreciate you commenting and being a part of Invisible Poets, Michelle. So
We
thank you.
see you, Monty. Thank you so much.
We see you. I see you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm just kind of
See
not a local boy. This isn't about Brandon. It's not about Brandon.
you.
I'm scared because this poem it could go the wrong way. And I'm like, it's not about Brandon. It could be about the
And
ice
then it's
cream
gonna be
man
about
and
Brandon. No, it won't be.
no, it's a great poem. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Not a local boy by Monty Baggins. He wasn't a local boy. In fact, he had only moved to England a few weeks ago to start a new life with his family. He was only 16 years old. He'd gone into town to make friends. His cousin said it'd be a good place to start. Hopeful little meet like-minded people, his young heart ready for a fresh start. But he didn't make any friends. Instead, his life was cut cruelly short, for what he met that day was a knife that pierced a hole through his heart. Word traveled fast that a boy had been murdered, killed so brutally that he was barely lived, that he was an immigrant from overseas. Misinformation spread online that the boy was up to no good, that he was involved in gangs and crimes. Would these lies exist if he were a local boy? His family, beside themselves, knotted up, tortured in disbelief at the loss of their son, who was kind, gentle, and sweet. A good boy so young, their hearts broken, ripped in two by grief. Wow.
Yeah, that's the exact words I was gonna say. Wow, that is powerful. That is immense. That's so devastating.
It
Goodness.
is. And it's truly a sad state of affairs just catching the news nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Absolutely is. All right, so I got one by Dale Parsons. This is called Till the River Ends. Thank you so much, Dale. We see you as well. All of you
Cheers.
are reading this episode and then next episode next week. We're going to be same thing. We're going to be spotlighting all of you that are so selfless and so important to this community.
Relentless encouragers. Relentless
Relentless
encouragers.
encouragers. Yes,
Not
sir.
discouragers. Not discouragers. Not degenerate discourager, which is what I was.
Yeah, me too. I'm just a
Of my
degenerate, but all right. This is by Dale Parsons. Until the river ends. We will follow the eternal river. Just two tiny white specks amid vivid, vibrant color, flanked by trees with their bright and lavish leaves. We will go where the river leads. To where the river flows, we will follow. Wander deep blue waters under pale blue skies. Through tetrachromatic eyes, I see the brightest swan, and I will follow loyally forever long. We will ride the ripples to forever. No tie nor tether, two tiny specks of pure white feather. Just you and me, you see. Swans, they stay together. I will follow you, my friend, until the eternal river ends. That must have been one
beautiful.
from the Swans one as well. Love
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah.
was a good exercise. I got one by you, good sir. That's next, actually. When we were
What?
swans. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
it's like
boy.
it's Day of the Swans.
The
They attack and they
swans.
nip. Well, I'm going to read one by Kate Cameron first. Killer Swans.
Killer
I wish I would have wrote.
swans.
I want to write one. Swans. That's cool. Anyway,
Dude, that's awesome. There needs to be a
Katie.
metal song.
Yeah, we need to do a collaboration about that. Killer Swans. Killer Swans. So, Minky is much for Invisible Poet. She did an incredible exercise today, which I highly suggest that you take it upon yourself to check it out. Great exercise on if you were an actor on a stage and performing about a poem or a recitation. Check that out. It's in the features section right now by Kate Cameron. And this is a poem by our own Katie, our own Minky. It's called State of Purity. Spreading his white confetti clouds, just cherries, so many blossoms. I look up as children look up. Each flower is delicate, exquisite, with a darkened touch of ink. An artist so adept, threading a parasol sky as my head swims. Cover me in this pure, cool white, flowering into my mind. So I may dream of spring, indifferent gray, the lay of high walls, cold and hard. Sucra claimed as a bride for its brevity. To look and look as blossoms fall, touching lips, cheeks, eyelids. Sayonara, she said. She said. She said. Sayonara! Sorry, too many kung fu movies for me. Wasn't that a cool poem, though?
That was amazing, Kate. That was amazing.
Yeah. I don't
That
know
was
if she
amazing.
had kung fu. Sorry about that.
You'd have to ask her.
could you
Kate, let us know in the comments. You watching Kung Fu
Why-
Panda as well?
Do more commenting on Invisible Poets.
Oh, man, that was great. 10 out of 10, Matt.
10 out of 10 blunders.
You get a 9 out of 10 because of the hat. But
Right? Check this out. Whoa, that was so cool.
what was that? That was
It
my
was
dream.
it was a big rock, see? It's water, dude. Water.
This guy's going to get in trouble, guys. I'm just letting you know that. He's going to hit a fish in the head or something. Or an alligator. Swamp
Probably
puppy.
be the part. Listen here, train boy. You're coming with me. Sorry,
Goodness.
I'm sorry.
He's the crocodile dude. Or alligator dude. That's taken, so you're the alligator dude. All right, I got one by the alligator dude. Matt Elmore, thank you so much for all you do, good sir. You are amazing as well. And we see what you do. We see it. This is called When We Were Swans. Another swan one. Love it. Thanks, Natasha. Swans sing sweet memories of us back then upon still waters before the violent storm that came and tore us apart. Just when we thought it was so safe, wrong words like Tasami's drowned us both. Ananesis reflections haunt my heart. Nemesis contentions ripped us apart. Vague rogue waves capturing breaths helpless in foggy fugue of this recollect. Reverie connection of us, graceful, floating on water, together still tranquil, content without words, swimming in love. Boiling, safe, sweet song, swans. Oh, sorry for tripping up a bit. That's awesome, Matt. You got that left and right hook going. Like Kung Fu Panda over there.
Don't make me get my belly skid out for a skadoosh. Don't make me go there. You don't want to see that, trust me. So I'm going to do one by Nadia Martelli. And met Nadia not too long ago. Talked to her last night, and she is a golden soul and one of us through and through. And she is a visible poet. And she is an incredible person, and I'm so humbled and honored to know Nadia and all of the everyone on this group. Really, I wish I could just sit down and have some tea and talk to every one of you, but or coffee or whatever your beverage might be, you know. So Nadia, this is the collaboration, a poem that I believe that she read this at the Invisible Poets Roadshow in Plymouth, England. There, what was that? A couple weeks ago. So. Saw it myself. She rocked the house, so I'm going to do it myself.
Good job, Nadia.
Stagnant justice, sick with dated torment, laments its priceless true shadow cast whilst nursing broken wings and skeletal grace. Obstacles unraveling in the chase of remorse and dusty fury, the stepping sounds of truth. Invisible whispers of wisdom and innocence swirl through the swollen wasteland, leaving shards to scatter light and gloom in the voids. Azure, the rains that soak stories and faces, kind and safe and blooming, shimmering. The choice is to retrieve the untrue and renew with the solitary wish, a trip towards missing omens and frantic forgotten forgiveness. Hungry and adamant in their fractured rage and hollow focus, Pop the pill, devour, thrill, astound, with attitude, be the best tyrant, and dance as your color emerges in the haze. Ride towards hollow freedom, swallow the stone. Genius, denied there, drifting into peace. Bellissimo.
Is on fire. Booyah. Bonjour.
So there's a
You're
little
awesome,
family over
Roddy.
there, and I'm talking to a tree, and this family is like, "What's up with this guy?"
And you're throwing rocks in the water too. They're probably this dude's trying to knock out a duck. They're gonna call you the duck
Oh
hunter.
boy.
Better watch out for DNR. I had to get up and run from them a couple times when I was fishing before.
Oh dude. Wow. Yikes. Keep on rocking, bro.
Yep. Okay, I got one by Archie Papa. Archie, you're awesome, brother. I hope you're doing well. This is called Mirror of
Love your
Truth.
stuff.
I'm the uncontrollable variant, appearing as I see fit, exposing flawed opinions disguised as sarcastic wit. My gravity attracted wisdom, my insight worthy of belief, accepted me to understand or deny me in tears of grief. Overseeing all which happens, listening to every word, honesty speaks a language the deceitful have never heard. Reality is viewed in my light, my energy cannot be destroyed. Kindness gains to trust in me, so hatred cannot fill the void. Delivered in you, the innocence of youth, gaze in our eyes, the mirror of truth.
Wow. Yeah, Archie's got the details, and he's got his thumb on the emotions right there. Um, Almost like a fast moving train of just looking at, you know, the observations of what a poet sees that often normal people don't. We translate reality, and Archie does that so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
So I'm gonna read one. Awesome, Archie. Awesome. You're awesome. We got our eyes on you. I'm gonna do one by what's this? Untitled. It's an
Throw a
untitled.
rock.
It's an.
Throw a rock because of it.
It's Oh, that was a skipper. That was a skipper. It's good luck.
If there's any more Untitles, every time there's an Untitled, we just need to throw rocks. I need to start carrying rocks too. I don't even care. I'll throw them through my window.
If I see another one, I'm gonna pick up a great big log this big and be like, ah!
Be messed up if something threw it back.
Yeah, I'm ready to get hit in the head by a great big log. So anyway, I'm just kidding around. We love you. So
I
anyway,
feel like I need to throw something too. Here, I got my
yeah,
antacids. You know what? I got Tums.
there you go. Tum.
I threw them against the wall.
So Gary Grant, thank you, sir, for all of your commenting, and thank you so much for being a part of our awesome family.
We see you supporting so many, and you're awesome, Gary. Thank you so much.
Yeah, seriously, everybody that does comment, this is kind of this show is we're trying to let you know how much we care what you're doing. So Gary Grant, today I followed a work of art around a small seaside town. I viewed her from a distance. I have no interest in jewelry shops or clothes. She cast a silhouette shadow like brass charcoal on sun-bleached cobbles. Her hair bounced like carefree brushstrokes on white canvas. Her shoulders and hips rolled as if kneading soft clay. I took her home and framed her with love, made an exhibit of her pride and place in the gallery of my heart. An exquisite, beautiful work of art.
Very
As
exquisite.
Gary Very beautiful subject in this poem. Awesome. Isn't that awesome?
I loved it. Thank you, Gary. So I have one by Linda Falter. Linda is another one that gets out there all the time.
Right
And
on.
uh and yeah, she is worthy to be in this one for sure. For
Big
sure. Thank
loves
you
for.
so much for all you do, Linda. So this one is called Darkness Fades to Black. Darkness fades to black. Souls float not knowing where they are at. Mindless channels without a care from here to there. Voices mumble, words unsaid. Is this real or in my head? Time matters not with no end. Ghosts hovering over my head. Escape to paradise. Just roll the dice. One or two will make it through. When darkness fades to black, it's just another bad dream.
Wow. That was a good thing. It was a dream. It's kind of
Yeah,
got got a little chilly there for a second.
good.
Right? The way she used the atmosphere and the depth of the word selections. It's there's so much talent on Invisible Poets. I can't keep go. I can go on and on about it because it just everybody has a different voice, and no one is better than the other. Just different. Just different.
Yeah. That's what makes
So
true art. Each one of us brings a uniqueness that no one else in this world has.
yeah, think about how boring it would be if ever we all painted the same picture. It'd just be like, really, really.
Yeah, before you'd know it, you'd be making hats like the one Matt has.
Or blowing raspberries just as much. So I'm gonna do one by Karen J. Hobson.
He is being good now. He was making fun of my shirt earlier, but
Yeah,
why
well,
don't you tell him what you said earlier? Why don't you tell him what you said? You're acting all nice. Tell him what you said, Matt.
I said there were bums playing checkers on him when he was sleeping.
Yeah, I told you guys.
So anyway, we got one here by Fatimira. It's it's called Stone Bed. Oh man. So listen, Karen J. Hobson. Okay, I can't tell you how much Karen does. I mean, there's so much that there's done behind the scenes that we owe so much to. So I could go on and on, but I'm just going to leave this at this. Thank you, Karen, from my heart.
Thank you, Karen.
This is called Stone Bed. And by the way, Karen is a stone cold poetess. So check this out. Her classical stylings are majestic. Majestic. Stone Bed. Oh, sweet silence of numbered days of red rose rarity, subtlety sublime, eliciting ignorance of mortals' regret, a frost wet palm of autumnal time. Drips of claret from shameful thorn, grievous constrictive crown worn. What blasphemous briar was ever born, posthumous, sovereign, settled debt, burden bearing, gift of illustrious sun? Holy baptismal, enlightened by ray, victorious chapelet, head to halo found, like he who in shroud on stone bed lay. Stagnant repentance, withered control, mallet took strike, spurred spike took toll. Ego's decisive derision may have stoned, but sacrificial lamb saved sinner's soul.
Hard hitting references in that as well. That's an intense. Karen can write. Yeah, look at see that. That's what your poem did. Look at his shoe. Show her your shoe again.
What's up? What's up?
That's how awesome your poem was, Karen, and that's how awesome you were. That's an example of it. Oh man, that was great.
All
At
right,
least
buddy.
your
Well, you
shoe's clean. I mean, there was no doo doo on it, so no goose doo.
that you saw.
that we've seen. He might have some in his pocket though. We don't know, or in his hat. We'll figure that one out.
Throwing poop and having playing checkers on your shirt when you're sleeping.
Or chess. Let's just throw
Or
that out
chest.
there. Or
Well,
chess.
it's hard when the pieces that get them to stand up, when you're breathing all heavy and snoring and stuff.
That's exactly how I sleep, everyone. Exactly. That's why I sleep outside, like the animal I am.
No wonder the bums are playing checkers on your belly.
Yeah, I'm just right there. I mean, they got the tabletop. I don't blame them. Shoot, it's all good. I'm cool with it. So I got one by Natasha Brown. Natasha, keep shining, my friend. We appreciate everything you do as well.
Right on. Right on.
And
You're awesome.
please, everyone, flood this with comments. And if you're out there busting, commenting, and you're not in this episode, just remember we have a list already being created for next week. So we're going to be celebrating you then as well. So I just wanted to make that reminder out.
And comment on, because we will see you.
Yeah, if any of you are watching this and you get out there and comment hardcore and we see that, yeah, we will absolutely include you next week. We will. Matt's drinking on the job again. So this is by Natasha Brown. This is called Daughter of a Poem, which Jessica just read. It would be yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Daughter of a poem. I'm alone. No rhyming tone. Rhyming tone. I'm going to start this over. She deserves better. You deserve better. I don't deserve
smack
nothing.
You.
Don't be doing that foot slap to my face, dude. Oh, come on. I didn't deserve that. When he's in disdain, he throws rocks in the water and then shows his feet to people. All right, Natasha. Oh, goodness. Daughter of a poem. Daughter of a poem. I'm alone. No rhyming tone on my sweet own, with nothing but a poem. In my own prison, arisen above my subconscious, I gather hunches that I am the daughter of a poem, homegrown. Beginning a heist, I slice through rhyme that I've done a million times. Start something new, add to jazz and blues. Clues. What's coming next? I'm not lucky. I'm blessed as I heist through my nest of literally language, ready for any test. As I sandwich the words and the lines, this is my poetry crime. Now I've grown, the nest I've flown, breaking free on my literature own. Verse, reverse, tone, daughter of a poem.
Love it. I love it.
Very good, Natasha.
Very nice. She's Irish, Yeah. I've got to give Natasha a call. Like, she's such an awesome person. I wish I could give all of you a call and just hang out. That's why I went to England to meet some of our colleagues, because one of these days me and Chisel are going to hang out, and I don't know, we'll go, raid the 7-Eleven or something.
Then we're going to be doing a live poet society from jail. Again? Yeah, Matt. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious.
To a Slim Jim, yeah. So,
oh, yeah! Dig it!
Macho yeah,
Man.
Brother. Yeah, brother. So I'm gonna do one by. Don't get me started on wrestling, man. We're both like wrestling crazies, both him and I. So anyway, In the Bud by Neil Klein. In the bud, she could not stand the pain to open herself up to life, only to have to die again. And so she chose not to open, to remain closed, not to live. And so she thought she could avoid the fear of stress and strife. How could she understand the joy of giving, never having opened or known another, thinking only of herself? And so she chose not to open, not to live at all, whether one day or a week. As witness to her sister, but her sister's exquisite joy, beauty, and grief, the pain was far too great to bear. As her sister opened, flourished, and died. Watching her sister's pain was agony. The fear far too great. So she chose never to open, never to feel, never to give, and that, in a kernel or a bud, held the regret of choosing to stay safe. And if she had a chance to tell her sister Bud, she'd tell them the anguish of regret of not opening full tear far exceeds that of dying, that of living through the fear. If you give your love away, if you share yourself, you can fall apart, all withered, and still keep your hard-earned wealth, knowing you have done what you were created to do, knowing you are the best flower that was inside of you. But yes, it still hurts to open, yet so much more to stay closed.
Wow.
Wow. Right? Right? I wasn't sure where Neil was going with that title in the bud, but once you get to the end line, it it still hurts
It
to
hits you.
open, but more to stay closed.
Yeah.
Doesn't that say a lot about our feelings inside that we hold that we don't always let out, and it just builds and builds and builds, and then right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying
So
not to get all deep and philosophically on you and stuff. I'm just saying. Just saying.
that you're okay. You're okay. Oh
I'm
no, my
sorry.
battery on my hold on, I gotta unplug my light here. I gotta plug in my MacBook because it's the battery's already low on it for some reason.
You got a
Goodness
book
gracious.
with Big Mac, like
A what?
hamburgers? You got a book
Hamburger?
with Big Macs? You mean with
Yeah,
like
something
salad dressing
something like that.
and stuff? Macs, dude. Especially when they're in styrofoam. No, I'm just kidding. Now. I don't like styrofoam. It's bad for little baby ducks.
It is.
Some of which you saw.
Give me 1 second, Big Stack. I gotta find my plug. Otherwise, this is gonna die, and that won't be good. Okay, I'll be right back.
So I'm going to read one by Chris and Jim Trapp right here. Hey,
Thank you,
Chris.
sir.
Chris is always doing so much. He's always just complimenting people on their poems and just being a true, just awesome person. I'm going to read this. It's called Wildwood Wedding. Oh, delicate dryad, so frozen in time, in her wedding dress of green and white, a spring breeze caresses her veil. Wild sparrows and dragonflies befriend her. In the summer, her veils fade to red, and fall she seeps in the morning blush. Winter brings lonely quintessence, born gently in time. Come next spring, no long rustling of the field mouse, awakening when wren chick calls stiff, slowly, hopefully, blushingly adorns in wedding white, awaiting her love breathless through the seasons again. But no one comes what the wren calls. No one answers the wren calls. And in fall, she turns tearfully, falling back to slumber morning in her red dress again.
Wow.
Wildwood Wedding by Chris and Jim Trapp.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's awesome.
The wren calls, the wren calls. I love it, love it, love it.
Love it.
Oh,
Mwah.
magnifique. I'm gonna stop, dude. You read now. You read
Yeah,
before I.
that's okay. So I got one by Michael Hukanen. You got a rock? Because this one's untitled.
What?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm jealous. All right.
Just looking for something to throw, aren't you?
Yeah, that's all. I'm just finding stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna have to clean it up later. It's okay. So this one's by Michael Hukanen. Thank you, Michael. We've been seeing you in the comments. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Loving your stuff, Mike. Thank you.
I don't want to wake up today. Let me lay in bed with my cancerous thoughts, ruminating every up, every down, every in, every out, reliving every mistake. Let me cradle my grave in my crematorium heart, where I have burned everything I have ever loved to ash, strangled every joy, just trying to hold on. Powerful.
Wow, that kind of choked me up there for a second.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a hard hitter. How many more do you have?
Two.
You have two more.
Yep.
Okie dokie. You want me
I mean,
to read another one? I got two more as well.
yeah, read away, read away.
Okay.
Perform, perform, perform.
Thanks. This one's by Ian Cave. I got permission from Matt so I can perform, guys.
Perform.
Thank I am performing.
Poems. Poem. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Peter. We miss you, Peter. We miss you. We hope you're doing better, buddy. We love you, man.
Yeah,
Just
we
want
do, Peter. We do. So this one's by Ian Cave. Thank you so much, Ian, for the commenting you've been doing. It's inspirational. This is called The Cross. It was a fair trade in the 90s. Ethiopian craft to alleviate famine. We have owned it for decades, hanging at the top of the stairs, stepping past every day with hardly a glance. Today I see it with new eyes, a passing comment lamenting the pain and suffering of humanity on the cross. The cross I see is different, a dark lattice embroidered on light linen, connecting matter with the eternal, the beauty, immortal kind. Being shaping the universe with intricate design, the people's paths following songlines, framing the concept of life. Threads of red, green, and gold interlace the cross, ribbons flowing from the heart to the earth below. The deep red of blood pulsing with life, returning to the ground to be welcomed by death. The verdant green of flora transforming the light into the deep matrix of forest, the lush herbage of pasture. The shining allure of gold, the wealth of life, the fruits of mortality, crowning the cross. The four
wow.
elements frame the linen, reflected in divine sunlight, a shroud to hold the gift of life. It is a fair trade in the modern day, seeing something new in what you had all along. What a thoughtful piece. So thoughtfully executed, Ian.
Wow. That
Isn't that
last line
exceptional?
just, yeah, it totally sewed the whole thing, just pulled it tight. Man. Yeah. It's a special time right now, and especially not just being Easter and everything, but just the spring, everything is coming alive, and those old blahs are going away, and the gray skies are retreating, and joy is coming back, and we're renewed. We are renewed. So speaking of renewed, who's hungry? Because you know what time it is? It's
Pizza
time
time?
for mega lunch, 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 mega lunch.
Mega lunch! 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 Lunch!
Our own Jessica, Ara, Cora, Mega Hollies, right? Jessica is she's her recent live international show has been so fun to watch, and she is so she's straight from the heart. She is straight up, no chaser, no on the rocks. This is just purely served neat poetry, and Jessica does it upright. So hey, here's one of yours, Jessica. Thank you for what you do. If poetry was a crime, you're arrested for writing a poem. Put your hands behind your back, blurted out the cranky sheriff, nearly giving me a heart attack. I did not write no poem. I yelled at him in despair. I have an alibi, I told him. You can go ahead and check. My pen ran out of ink, and I had not a piece of paper to spare. How could I have written a poem? The arrestment is not fair. Don't try to fool me, said the sheriff. I know you're mixed up with this poem affair. You had the opportunity and the motive. I know you're guilty, I declare. I cry, sheriff, you're mistaken. I'm not involved in the business of rhyme. I don't even mix with those poetry folks babbling shabby verses all the time. But the sheriff had hard evidence. A poem in my handwriting and style, with my fingerprints all over it, and he was taking me to trial. I had witnesses accusing me of talking about flowers in the sky. I've used fancy words to describe my feelings that I was an artsy type of guy. I took the stand and I confessed it was pointless to deny it. I had indeed written the poem and that I was guilty as charged. But I asked the judge for mercy. For it was a crime of passion I carried out. I was driven mad to the point of poetry. From the moment I saw your beautiful eyes.
Well
Skippity
written,
snap,
Jessica,
Jessica.
and well delivered, Matt. Don't give me the people's eyebrow.
Don't give me the elbow, too.
Give me the people's elbow. Where's your elbow pad? You gonna throw that in the water next?
Yeah. See the swans fighting.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Exploit the Wall when them things came out. They're like, da, da, da. Anyway, just kidding.
Oh, goodness gracious. Big stack, big stack. All right. So I got one by Linda Dahlia Powers.
Yeah.
This is called Night Waits.
Cool.
Rising to salute the twilight. Grateful again you have come home. Able to breathe light in the dark. Try sleep in your arms until dawn. Dreams rehearse the raw shock of betrayal. Replay the freeze of your leaving again. Grinding teeth can't cut through. Sinews of fear tightening the lungs. Shards of trust, broken cycle the bloodstream. Cut rest with nameless, fair faces. Here's the silently screaming scene, the reawakening to consciousness jolted. Morning harkens again, nightmare darkened. Hugs pretend ghosts are banished. Goodbyes suspend the haunting, while night waits to redeliver the heartache.
Wow.
Masterful crafting, Linda. Wow.
Linda, she always writes about the this it's almost like an otherworldly perspective of the metaphysical twist. You know what I mean? Like it's like a science fiction, but it's also it has very it has a particular uniqueness to it that I just can't ever put my finger on. That makes her so fascinating to me to read her work. It's amazing.
It is. Uniqueness.
It's
we all bring uniqueness.
we really do, and she particular she has this really great way of seeing past the veil of reality, and it's just very cool, very cool. So way to go, Linda. Love your work.
Oh,
I'm going to speak
absolutely.
work. Speaking of love and work, I'm going to do one off the top of my head. Well, not off the top of my head. Actually, it's off the top of Graham Stokes' head. Yeah, because that Wheel Song Book author Graham Stokes, the name of his book is off the top of my head.
Off the
It's
top
got
of my head.
one of the best covers I've ever seen on a book ever, And I love Graham's work, and we want to thank you and celebrate you, Graham, and thank you for everything that you do on Invisible Poets, commenting and being awesome, awesome guy that you are,
Thank
as
you, man.
well as poet. So, Commemoration Day, comment commemoration. Their day streams over the bridge. Can you dig that?
Dig that.
They roll as regular as clockwork, rocking up thrice times an hour, eager to cleanse themselves of London dirt, a private sulk if the day's been sour from the oppressive heat of business meets, a cold indifference from a boss. They've been pensive in their homebound seats. Now it's time to shake it off. Relief, it pours, streams, steams out of train doors, stairs poised for a freedom bid. Oops. Sorry, Graham. I I got my my stuff mixed up here. Sorry about that.
It's my fault.
How could you do this to me, Brandon? It's all
I'm
your fault. So anyway, I'm gonna pick it up from there, okay? I was on this train in London, so dig this. Nerve ends red raw from onerous chores. Their day streams over the bridge. That ill-advised early liquid lunch. That malevolent computer glitch. Brave shop in the face of the credit crunch. Engineering works proved to right. Moods ripped and torn by the monotonous drip. Feet hurry for a bite to eat. Happy they gave the metropolis the slip. The sea of heads bob, tired and beat. Smirks that tell of big sails bold. The effervescence of squealing kids. Each soul a varied path to go. Their day streams over the bridge. Woo, woo, woo. I'm just saying. That was awesome. It's
I love
totally a wonder that you see when you're uptown in a metropolis like London or even Chicago, DC, San Fran. It doesn't matter, Belfast, Dublin. It doesn't matter. I mean, these are all great big cities where the strange. I saw a dude dressed like Elvis in London, and yeah, he's like in the uh, penny line, penny line, and I was like, "What's up?" He said, "Hey, how's it going?"
it.
I was like,
Well,
"Man, this is just an awesome world." So anyway, that
sounds
has
like a good
absolutely yeah.
dude.
Well, all right, that's kind of what I was thinking because I'm a big Elvis guy. But awesome, Graham. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sorry, I goofed up in the middle. Nerve ends, raw nerve ends.
So thank you to everyone that's watching, everyone that's participating, everyone that makes Invisible Poets what it is. Thank you to everyone that supports others. I mean, how wonderful. We will be next week. There will be another episode spotlighting you. Like I said, there's time if any of you want to get commenting and get engaged. There's time for us to still consider you for the next one. To those that weren't in this one, don't worry. Most likely you're already on a list for the next one. So we appreciate you so much. And yes, please look at Steve's blog, Wheel Song Poetry Anthology 6. Don't miss out. Read about it and yeah, take part if it's something you're gonna commit to. So
Make a difference in poetry against poverty. Submit your
yeah,
songs, song6@gmail.com, and be a part of what we're doing for Save the Children. It is a mission that is well worth being a part of, and we will be more than happy to have you along for the ride.
thank you, Matt.
Woo woo, woo woo.
Woo woo! I got a confession to make.
Yeah.
I like your hat.
Oh, you do like my hat.
I
That's cool.
do like your hat, even though you dogged my shirt this whole time. With your hate spewed. You know,
You
I
know what
liked
the
your hat the whole time.
just like that dude, so I'm not saying nothing. I woke up and there were frogs jumping on it like lily pads, like from square to square. They like it was like tic tac toe and stuff.
See, this guy, he's ruthless. You try saying sorry, he's gonna throw you in the pond, just like that stick. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, everyone. Don't throw your phone in. Don't do it, Matt.
Don't tempt me. I hate this phone.
All right, well then maybe
Get
we
on my
should
woods.
tempt him, everyone. He'll get a better phone, and we'll see him more.
Big Mac signing off.
Big
Woo!
Stack signing off. Dr. Shizzle as well. Thank you, everyone. Please flood this with comments and keep being awesome. We love you. Take care. Bye.
Oh.
Shizzles.